When did your family realize they had you completely wrong? Growing up, my family decided very early on that I was the fragile one. Not fragile as in sweet or delicate, fragile as in useless. When I was 7, I fainted during a school play because the spotlight overheated the stage and I hadn't eaten lunch. Ever since then, my mom and older brothers treated me like I was one step away from collapsing at any given moment. At family gatherings, I wasn't allowed to carry trays, pour drinks, or even hold a baby cousins. My oldest brother Mark would joke, "Don't let her touch anything, she might pass out and take it down with her." My other brother Josh actually wrapped bubble wrap around my chair at Thanksgiving once, just so I'd be safe. Everyone laughed. I didn't. It got to the point where my nickname was literally Glass Doll. They said it so much that even my uncles introduced me that way to strangers. "This is my niece, but don't let her carry groceries or she'll shatter." I was 23 and still getting juice boxes instead of wine at family parties because apparently alcohol might overwhelm me. Fast forward to last year. My cousin had her big wedding. Huge ballroom, fancy dress code, the works. I'd been training for months for something. I never told my family about a charity marathon. See, while they still thought I couldn't handle standing in the sun too long, I had been quietly running 10 miles every morning before work. At the wedding reception, the groom's side started talking about an upcoming charity event, a 20-mile marathon for a children's hospital. The organizer panicked because their keynote runner had dropped out last minute. Before I could even open my mouth, Mark shouted across the table, "Definitely don't ask my sister. She can't even jog across the street without getting dizzy." Everyone laughed, including my parents. But then the organizer said, "Funny, because I've been trying to track down a runner who set a record at the last city marathon. Her name was Emily Hart." The room went silent, because that's me. I'll never forget the look on my family's faces when I pulled out my medal from my clutch. Yes, I brought it because I figured someday I'd need proof. My dad nearly dropped his glass when the organizer hugged me and begged me to lead their charity run. Mark tried to stammer something about me being too delicate, but the bride herself cut him off, saying, "Your sister literally beat 3,000 people in a marathon last year. She's tougher than all of us combined." And for the first time in my life, my family stopped calling me Glass Doll. That night, my uncle raised his wine glass to me and said, "Guess it's about time we stop underestimating you." I smiled, finally sipping real wine instead of juice. Turns out, the girl they thought would break at the slightest touch was the one carrying more strength than any of them ever imagined.